Shoo, I don't know. That was kind of a long pause on that one. I apologize. I got sidetracked. So let's go back to where we were. I'm going to fix my hair a little bit. You can tell. Okay. Welcome back to the MuuMuu Talk with Teena's part 2. If the last one you got paused at, I said, hold on 1 second. Had friends, blah, blah, blah. Whew. So this is part 2, and this is about my friend. Okay. If you ever wonder what I'm looking at outside, sometimes I look at all the cars go by, which there aren't very many. Anyways, so had this great guy, and he was a former student, come and have kind of finish our lunch with us. Nicholas and I were having lunch. And I enjoyed this young man so much in class. I thought he was just a great guy. I always did, and I'd heard that he had had some rough times, but I really didn't ask much. Didn't ask even the other day. And here's my point, is instead of me asking, how are you doing? Which I did. I said, how are you doing? It's so good to see you, Instead of him saying, I'm doing great, I have a job, I have a place to live, I have animals, I have 2 kittens or 2 cats or whatever, he said, well, I guess I'm all right. I'm working here, or I'm doing this, or I'm just doing that. And automatically, it was bad things about him. And I was sad at that moment. So anyways, we had him come over, and he sat down and we talked, and he told us a little bit about what had happened. And here was my point about this. So I don't want you to think I'm rambling, even though I will ramble sometimes, quite a bit sometimes. Okay, not always. But, we define ourselves. Let me see if I can put that in a better perspective. We define who we are. And we do that by telling people who we are. For example, I constantly tell you on here, I constantly say to you, I am surrounded with wonderful, beautiful people. And it's true. I cannot tell you a place that I have been in the United States, in the entire world, that has been bad. Probably, if I had any complaints, it would be one, and that is the airport in Chicago. And if you've not flown in there, well, there you go. So that's the most negative I have to say. And that was just, I feel sorry for those people because they just are miserable and don't like their job. But anyways, move back to the positive. We define ourselves. We tell others how we are, or how we're going to be, who we are, how we will fit into their life. Now, I'm going to give you 2 scenarios. The first one is what he did was he came up and then he sat down with us and we talked, and he told us all of the bad things that had gone on in his life since I had seen him last. And I had him in 8th grade. And I remember, and if he's watching this, he knows I will never say his name, but if he's watching this, I hope he remembers this moment. But I remember when I stopped and he was telling me that he didn't finish high school, and I was really upset. And I said, you better look me up. I will help you. I will help you get this GED. It's just part of my heart and my passion. And, he started telling me how he just couldn't do math. Just never could. You remember Miss Drake? He couldn't do math. And I said, I don't remember. And he went, well, what do you mean? And I said, buddy, you were one of the brightest kids that I had in that class. I mean, you had all of it. So I don't know where you picked up this concept of yourself, but it was wrong. You can do anything. You are super intelligent. As far as up to 8th grade, you were excellent in math. You were actually helping me with others. His demeanor changed just like that. And he promised, now I hope he does next week, he promised he would get in touch with me. and we're going to go and meet up with the GED people and get these tests taken and get that boy a diploma. Good golly. But what about you? What do you say to other people about yourself? Do you say, well, I'm a nobody, nothing, and then you feel like you're a nobody and a nothing? You are spectacular. You just need to highlight the good, even about you. And, it's okay to be down, or it's okay to not be perfect. That's why I choose to do these videos pretty much as imperfect as you can get. But who you surround yourself with, for an example, just to refer back to him, is he said, there's a lot of bad people out there, and this town has a lot of bad people, and this town. And I thought, I don't see it. And probably it's because I choose not to be in that circle. I know we have issues in life. In the whole world, we have issues. But when you're defining yourself, what do you say? I'm working with models and singers and actors and inspiring people and aspiring. And I constantly tell them, think before you speak to someone. When someone says, what are you doing? If you just look down and look around, you're like, oh, I'm an actor. Or I'm going to college for theater, but I know there's no possibility I could get a job in that. So, but anyway, whoa, you are writing your own destiny. I've done it, been there. But, it's just recently that I would start telling people when they said, Miss Drake, why did you quit teaching? Why did you leave the classroom? And I now tell people, I'm not going to tell you on here right now because it's not worth talking about, but it wasn't a bad thing. It was good for me. And I will never not be a teacher. Okay, I'm going to keep y'all on here because I just have to have a drink of water. I want you to remember to drink your water. I didn't drink some water for a while and I was getting some little wrinkle. Oh, it's terrible. But we all going to have some things, right? Okay, start telling people the greatness about you, the greatness of your day. When somebody says, how are you? Say, terrific. Or whatever you want to be. Maybe you can say melancholy. I don't know what you want to be. But tell what you want to be. Talk about it. Okay, we're going to go back a little bit. Let's see. The MuuMuu Talk with Teena has decided to stay. I hope you'll like us and keep us going and share us and all that other stuff, okay? We will have some, maybe not commercials, but maybe just a little shout outs, like I did my friend Zach, or any of that. But we will definitely have fun, okay? As I innovatively reorganize the MuuMuu Talk with Teena and add a few more cameras and a few more places, just remember that if you need a little bit of entertainment, maybe a little pee sometimes, well, then you want to be at the MuuMuu Talk with Teena. Or it might be the MuuMuu Talk with Sunshine. We're not sure yet. We're thinking maybe. I'm going to leave it up to you. Don't forget that. Okay, that was another reflect back, right? So if you're a shut-in, or, maybe you've had an accident or you're suffering with an illness, then I think we'll have some entertaining things for you because I've decided to go on the road, and everywhere I go, I'm going to try to get one video in, whether I'm in California or Hawaii, wherever in between. But I have lots of places. I can't tell you everywhere yet because I don't have them booked. But as you come along with me, you're going to get to see a lot of new things. So if you are in the home and, remember I had that time, but I don't want to talk about it because that's not who I want to reinvent. I want to invent who MuuMuu Talk with Teena wants to be. But I remember wishing I could get out of the house. So if that's your issue, come on, watch this. It's going to get a little longer now. And I'll try not to yell every time. Sometimes I do get a little excited, but hopefully that's entertaining. If you really do suffer with a little bit of depression, I probably am the place you'll want to be because I look for every possible way to be happy 99% of the time. And for some of you that like that down moments more than the up, oh, come along. You can still watch. We'll have a lot of fun. Then the next part we talked about is, don't tell everybody all the bad. When you see somebody out, tell them the good. Look for the good. Practice it. Practice your response. I don't think I even said that, but do practice your response. When somebody says, "How are you, Miss Teena?" or "How are you, Mrs. Drake?" Now I say, "I am terrific." Most of the time. Or if I'm having a bad day, I even look at people now and say, I'm just having a bad moment because I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But I say, at least I woke up. What? Yes, I found something good. For those of you that suffer with that S word, okay? Remember, you made it last time. You're going to make it this time. Maybe it's that you need to find somebody else that's going through what you're going through, and you need to help them. Sometimes those working together relationships work, but please, I'm begging, Miss Teena's begging of you to act in a positive way. We do need you. We need your expertise. We need your example. We need you to educate us on how to be better. If you really did go backwards and do some things that you're not proud of, we need you to tell us some steps not to take, and we will listen, okay? Please stay here with us, please. All right, then we moved on into my former student to remember to tell people the good. Again, I think I said that a couple of times. I rambled a little bit, but it's really important. It's so important. You have something good to be about. You don't have to be bragging. People need more good. They need to feel better. Okay? So, stick around. If you like this, please like it, okay? If you don't like it, I don't know, don't like it. If you are always watching me on Facebook, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. I do have, it's called Live Love, I believe Live Love, and then a capital Pinkologist, capital P Inkologist. So if you type in capital L, IVE, and then LOVE together, Live Love Together. I don't know, it was crazy one of those days that I wanted to be even brighter sunshine. So anyways, Live Love, and then next word is Pinkologist. So type it in and just subscribe to my channel. I'm not trying to beg or anything, but I think I'm going to give you a challenge, and it's coming up soon. So I want you to subscribe on the YouTube channel, and I'll tell you on Facebook when it's on the YouTube channel, and we'll see about this challenge. So I want to see if you want to watch me grow, and grow. I think I can do this. I know I can. And last but not least, there's a little funny pause there, but here we go. Last but not least, don't forget how special you really are. You are created in the image of a God. if you study every religion, one part or another, all says that in some way or another. Because you are special. You are wonderful. And the truth of the matter is, we need you. We need you to shine bright. Okay, until next time, I hope that you have beautiful blessings and know that you are wonderful. God bless.